Hello everyone, welcome back to Calamity. My name is LunArx, and it's a solar eclipse. My first one on this world, so it's kind of a big deal. And hopefully I won't just, up and die to everything. I was in the middle of prepping for a build, as you might be able to see, while this eclipse came about. Usually, by my point of progression, at least one eclipse would have already happened, because we're not even going to get the base eclipse, we're going to get like an upgraded eclipse. I don't know how many times it's upgraded. I died already. I'm not very prepped for this. Solar Veil. Now, this is an item that I've been looking for a while, I think. It goes into some other items. I am so not prepped, I don't have any buffs on me. Oh hey, there's a Mothron! Hopefully I can get a broken hero sword, because that makes some pretty epic things. Also, I'm about to die again already. At the very least, I don't want my NPCs to die. At the very least, I am gonna grab a bacon buff. And then now move away from my house again. Look at this mess. I'm already... I was not prepared for this. Now that's why nothing came after me for a little bit. It's because I was stealthed. Hey, I killed the Needler, that's good. The Pinhead. So I've never seen... now I can't even remember what the movie is. Famous horror franchise where that look comes from. The Pinhead look. That's the name of a villain in that series, like Hellraiser or something. Apparently the creator of the character hates the name Pinhead. Just random piece of knowledge, since I'm fighting something inspired by it. Never seen the series and don't really plan on it. Horror is not my thing, for the most part. There are some things that I enjoy that are considered within the horror genre, but it's overall not my thing for a number of reasons. I'm hoping I can get a Neptune shell. That'll be good. I might get around to heading back, checking out the Abyss if I get a Neptune shell. Nailhead, that's what it's called. I think it's funny that it can drop a nail gun. To clarify, Nailhead is the Terraria enemy. The actual horror movie villain is called Pinhead, except by the creator. Hey look! It's our bunny friend, Lily! Aw, so cute. Let me pet your head. Hello, mister. I remember legends about that Amidius. He ain't quite how the stories make him out to be, though. It's interesting that the NPCs have unique dialogue for the Calamity NPCs. That's fun. I want another Mothron to show up, and I want to not die to it, so I can get whatever it drops. Yo, check it. I have this extremely early game turret. Wow. Will help me so much in killing these enemies. I don't remember exactly which enemies drop the Neptune shell, but I'm pretty sure it can drop at this point. Toxic Flask, I know that's a pretty good... Has this been nerfed? This may not have been nerfed. I'm just so used to seeing massive numbers associated with Calamity that a good item in vanilla might not be that great an item in Calamity. Ooh, Death Sickle, that's pretty good. I do feel like it has been nerfed. It looks like it has a new buff, inflicts whispering death on hit. But in vanilla, this is one of the better melee weapons in the game, essentially until you kill Moonlord. And even then, it's pretty good. And yeah, this is tearing through stuff. Maybe better than any of the rogue stuff I have on me right now. Is it just me, or does Deathsickle have a different sprite than in vanilla? That's really interesting. Here you are. Don't kill me, please. I would appreciate if you did not kill me. I gotta deal with a nailhead at the same time as the Mothron. It's fine. Don't lay your stupid eggs. This one's probably gonna hatch down here. Nope, it died. Okay, Mothron died. Broken Hero Sword. Nice. I saw that some of the items have different recipes than in vanilla. Some of the things that go into the Terra Blade. But the Broken Hero Sword is still used in big ol' items. So hopefully I can make something cool with it. I'm pretty sure that it just goes into like melee stuff. But the melee stuff's still good. Neptune Shell. Ooh, this is exciting. Very exciting. I have all the pieces of one of the big boy items from vanilla, except for one, which I will not be able to get until I fight the Golem. Which I could probably go do, but there are quite a few other bosses I would like to do first. I don't want to sequence break too much. 2, 1, nighttime. By the way, this is something I got a bit ago. It's called a momentum capacitor. So while I use it, so essentially I hold down click while it's active or in my hotbar, your top speed will continuously and uncontrollably increase. This effect only works if there are no bosses alive. So if I want to move across my large world quickly, see my base is right over there, see how quickly I can make it over there. And we're here, I way overshot. Toxic Flask goes into some other magic items. Effulgent Feather, that is, I believe, dropped by a later boss. Deathsickle goes into Soul Harvester and Death's Ascension. I remembered that there was an upgrade to the Deathsickle. This makes me very happy. This one does 1300 melee damage. Whew. What's this? Twisting Nether. Oh my goodness. Nice! I can finally make an upgrade to my armor. I was thinking I may have had to go maybe to the Brimstone Crag to get the item needed, but no, it's just these solar veils, and oh boy, do I have enough hollow bars. Interestingly, this provides less defense than my current Titanheart armor, but the wiki indicates that this is much better, and obviously it's a lot harder to get because it took me this long to get to it. Let's put on some Umbraphile armor. Look at this. That is epic. That is basically the coolest armor I've seen in the game so far. See, I'll drop this. I feel like that spinning blade is supposed to stop, but it's fine. And I still have my B-tail. I think the B-tail kind of works with it. Yeah, but yeah, this is, I think, my favorite armor design of the game as of yet that I've seen, of the Calamity mod. Now let's see what that set bonus is. Bunch of extra maximum stealth. Rogue weapons have a chance to create explosions on hit. and stealth strikes always create an explosion. So it doesn't say what the explosions do, but it must be pretty good. Cool beans. Where does that phrase come from? Now, there are a few things that you can make with a Broken Hero sword, and maybe I should save the Broken Hero sword to make something like really, really good, but I'm going to get more solar eclipses, and I'm going to be more equipped for them, and I will get more Broken Hero swords. As it stands, there is one item that I can craft with it, and I figure I may as well go ahead and craft that, because I kept some other items specifically so that eventually I could. This right here is the Arc of the Ancients, combining Fractured Arc, which I loved using way back when, a Star Fury, and a Broken Hero sword. Let's see what this is. Using right-click will extend the arc out in front of you. So this has parry. You can also parry projectiles. Parrying empowers the next swing of the sword. Using right-click and pressing up will release all empowered charges in a powerful burst of energy. So this seems pretty cool. Would be very impressive if I had a melee build. Okay, I parried. What happens? Enemies spawn. I want to attack you. So, right click and pressing up. Do I need to have... Maybe it needs to be a full charge. Right click, up. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it means if you successfully parry and press up. I'll see if I can get another enemy to spawn somewhere in this land. I successfully parried. I don't understand. So that right click and pressing up ability, I cannot figure out how to trigger it. So that is unfortunate. Combine Moon Charm with Neptune Shell to get Moon Shell. This is something from vanilla, and this is something I'm going to want to equip. For now. What this does for people unfamiliar to its usage in vanilla is whenever you enter water, you become a merperson. You don't have to worry about breath ever. You can move extremely quickly. And it also means at nighttime, ow. It also means that at nighttime, you turn into a werewolf. Well, here I am back in the abyss for the first time in a while. See how long I can last. I think that's lower than I'm supposed to go. What just... Is that still on the map? No. I had gone lower than that before. It was just a random spawn? Fascinating. That was almost a jump scare. It legitimately startled me. Psycho Knife goes into Yanmei's knife, a donor item. I don't know if the donor is Yanmei or if Yanmei is a character from Calamity. 8 damage. So low damage, but it says when hitting a boss, mini-boss, or their minions, you gain various boosts and cripple the enemy hit. A knife from an unknown world. An owner whose heart is pure and free of taint. A heart of iron and valor. It's interesting that it goes from 239 true melee damage to 8 damage. Maybe I'll have to look into that eventually. Chainsaw go into anything? Nope. If I get a Molotov cocktail, which I don't know how to make I'm trying to remember if it's vanilla or Calamity, but you combine that with solar veils and you get totality breakers. And then if I'm not too lazy to make silk and gather some ectoplasm, I can get this stuff. But again, I don't like the rogue items that are like a limited resource. I like not having to worry about depleting a resource. If I combine the rogue emblem with solar veils, then I get something that gives lifesteal on crits. That's pretty cool. Anyway, enough faffing about. Okay, I have returned to the sulfurous sea for a very specific reason, other than selling a bunch of junk. So, a while back, a fair number of episodes back, I talked about how originally, in an earlier version of Calamity, there's a boss that could spawn here in the Sulphurous Sea in pre-hard mode, but is intended to be fought in hard mode. Turns out that is still very much in the game. It still spawns at random, it's just rare. So I'm hoping that if I just chill around here a bit, it will just spawn on its own and I can fight it. I'm sure I said this before, but I love this little island over here. It's just really cool. I kind of wish that I'd thought to build the houses over here. I know when I built them, it was partially for the utility of being able to teleport here, and teleporting to the far side of this ocean would not have been nearly as helpful back then. I did not have any kind of water walking boots, but still, aesthetically, it's really nice over there. I do love the little home that I made over here for the NPCs. I think it looks really nice. I just also love... Ow! Stop it! I also love this area. Isn't this an abyss enemy? What's it doing up here? I might be thinking of something else. Toxic catfish. Blood moon is rising. Are you serious right now? I just had a solar eclipse, and also earlier today, while I wasn't recording, I had a blood moon. I almost want to use this enchanted sundial that I just got. Yeah, you know what? No, this is a great opportunity. Maybe, just maybe, a certain boss may spawn. Ow. I saw it spawn earlier today, while I wasn't recording. What a nice, chill blood moon. Advanced combat techniques. This is a great one-time fishable thing that you can get during a blood moon. It just buffs all your NPCs. May as well go ahead and use it. I doubt you can combine it into something more in Calamity. Oh, hey. Hey there. How you doing, my guy? Okay, this weapon is telling me I need to upgrade my rogue stuff. The book's knowledge empowers your villagers. Well, would you look at that? Just as my inventory gets way too full. The sulfuric sky darkens. Is it becoming... It's the rain event again. We haven't seen this since the first time that it happened. So, yeah, that was the aquatic scourge. Corroded fossil. Ow! Oh, I forgot that it was Blood Moon. But yeah, we have this event, which we have not seen in a fair while, since very early in the game. I'm getting some interesting items I'll have to check out. So, you may have been able to tell that this boss that I fought, it was related to the boss that we've killed in the desert. So this was the Aquatic Scourge, and before we fought the Desert Scourge. These bosses are related because obviously they're both scourges. They're also both big worms, and you may have noticed that their music has similarities. I did not pick up a lore, so I just want to be extra sure. Here we go. Aquatic Scourge and Sulphurous Sea. I wanted to be very, very certain that I got that picked up. Picked up some kind of spell tome. Slithering eels. That's fun. I don't have a magic build, but that seems pretty powerful. I do love the parry. I love that it gives you iframes, moments of invulnerability. 50th Skyfin. These are turrets. I didn't know if it was something from my new armor. I didn't know if they were good or bad. They were bad. If I stay above open waters, then maybe I will be more likely to survive. Ow! Sulfuric skies begin to clear! Now this is the part where I loot the ocean floor of everything that fell down here. Belching coral. What in the world? I don't think I've ever seen that enemy. Well, it's dead now. Tell me treasure maps stack in Calamity. They don't! No! Okay. We're back. I'm gonna put some things away. Slithering eels does not go into anything. Corroded fossil makes some obsolete looking things. Flawless Skyfin bombers. Launches a Skyfin nuke that homes in on enemies below it. Fishy bombers inbound. Stealth strikes rapidly home in regardless of enemy position. Okay. This hollow's encroaching on my home. A new summon weapon. This is probably better than what I got from Cryogen. Summons a flying Orthochera? Orthochera? I don't know. Oh, it's a sentry. Okay. Well, I can get rid of this thing. I think this is made with Wolfram stuff from the very beginning of the game. I'm gonna unfavorite that. What is this? Corrosive Spine. Ooh, this is a rogue thing. That's good. And this is... Most ocean enemies become friendly and provides water breathing. Being underwater slowly boosts your defense over time, but also slows movement. The defense boost and movement speed reduction slowly vanish while outside of water. Maximum defense boost is 50. Maximum movement speed reduction is 10. That's not that bad. Provides a small amount of light in the abyss. Moderately reduces breath loss in the abyss. So, yeah. Moonshell plus aquatic emblem seem like they might really allow me to explore the abyss more. Unless, you know, a boss will spawn out of nowhere and murderify me. That's always a distinct possibility. There's so many rogue weapons that don't combine into other things, and that bothers me. I have a sneaking suspicion that whispers from on high are dancing in your ears. Sulphurous Sea. This seaside has never been pleasant, though it has seen far better days. Incessant fumes rising from the industry of Azafure inundate the water with caustic ions. Yet still, the hardy life adapted, no doubt aided by Silva as she burrowed through to the underworld. Long considered uninhabitable, its further deterioration led Draydon to designate it as a dumping ground. Years of careless mass waste disposal has now left the coast's transformation irreversible. Excuse you? Uninhabitable? I have a very happy golfer and zoologist that live there 24/7. It's not even a timeshare. That's their permanent house, and they love it there. They give me literally the best deals of any of my NPCs. They're very happy living there. It is very inhabitable. You just have to be the right people. Aquatic Scourge. Another once grand sea serpent, well adapted to its harsh environs. Is that a word? Environs? Like environment? Unlike the other Scourge, which was half-starved and chasing scraps for its next meal, referring to the Desert Scourge, it lived comfortably. Microorganisms evolve rapidly, so it was able to maintain its filter-feeding habits as the sea putrefied. What a stark contrast to the rest of the ecosystem. Nearly every other creature in the Sulphurous Sea is hostile. A shame that its last bastion of tranquility has fallen. Interesting. Nearly every other creature in the Sulphurous Sea is hostile, implying that the Aquatic Scourge isn't? It doesn't attack you until you attack it. In fact, I learned earlier today that your attack minions don't damage it unless you damage it first. So my minions were flying around and killing enemies, flying through it to kill enemies, and they weren't damaging it. So maybe the Aquatic Scourge is actually quite peaceful. And then we murdered it. Oops. Anyway, next time we're finally going to go down to the Brimstone Crag. I have needlessly avoided it for long enough, so that's where we'll be headed. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.